What is up guys, and welcome to my latest video here on SP Vids, and today I've got the guitar out again. I've made some changes to this which have really improved things, and we've got the SP404-MK2 on the table again today. But today, compared to the last guitar video that I did, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to actually avoid the amp simulators and see what sort of sounds we can get with just using the MFX. Now, a few of you commented on my last video saying that you can get a cleaner sound if you just avoid the amp simulators altogether. So we're going to try that today, and I'm also going to talk you through some of the things that I've done with my guitar. So hopefully you can see that things are looking a little bit cleaner compared to last time, if you can even remember. I've done a few things to this guitar. I've put a brand new set of strings on. We have the Ernie Ball hybrids on now. These are the 9s. These feel absolutely amazing. Now, bearing in mind, the strings that were on this previously were, I think, at least 10 years old. Now, that was pretty wild. It was wild that they even held tune for any amount of time, but to be fair, some of you did comment to say that I was out of tune in my last video, so hopefully I'm not going to be in this one. But yeah, these strings feel really slinky. I mean, that's what the name is, isn't it? They do play up to the name. They've got like a really nice coating on them. And then I went ahead and cleaned the neck down with this stuff. This is called F1 oil. It's by a company called Music Nomad. I bought this myself from a guitar shop. It says it cleans conditions, protects 100% natural oils, petroleum and wax free, and you only need a very small amount of this. So this was a little bit expensive. It was about 20 quid, which is about what, sort of $24-25 maybe, but I've literally used an absolute tiny amount, so this could do hundreds of guitar necks probably. So let that sink in a little bit, because this probably has never been cleaned, and it hasn't been cleaned for at least 10 years. And it's done a really good job. The neck feels a lot smoother. I think I could have gone a little bit further with the cleaning and maybe sort of got a blade and scratched down all the frets and got all the crap off. I think I'll do that next time I replace the strings. So I'm happy with how it feels for now. The guitar overall just looks a lot cleaner. Got all the gunk out from around the pickups, around the bridge, all around here, around the headstock as well. It's just looking a lot cleaner. I do need to trim down these strings. That's the only thing. I have got a tool for that here, for doing that. This is like a winder and cutting tool as well. Really handy little thing to have if you're into guitars and you need to change strings pretty regularly. So yeah, let's go ahead and do some stuff through the SP. So the first thing that I want to try, because you guys said that it sounds cleaner straight in with none of the amp simulators, I'm just going to go ahead and do a reverb, like a nice reverb. So we'll go ahead and do reverb here. I've got Hall 1, Time 50, Level 39. I've got no other MFX on here, but I have got it set up in series in my effects settings so that I'll be able to stack another one in a second. So that's all we need for this first example, so let's give this a go and see what it sounds like. Sounds pretty nice to me. I think the strings are going to be a little bit temperamental in this video because I've only just put them on. I did pull the slack out of them, so when I put strings on, I pull the strings away from the fretboard as much as I can and go up and down the neck and then retune it, and I keep doing that until it stops going out of tune. I think that helps to keep your guitar in tune a lot better. But yeah, I mean, they're brand new, so they'll probably be in and out a little bit while they settle in. Probably turn this up a little bit, and let's add a bit more of that MFX. Let's hear it a little bit more and see what we can make this sound like. That sounds like a huge improvement to me. The guitar's sounding way, way brighter. Obviously, it will do because of the new strings. So we've got some reverb, and I really enjoy putting 404 vinyl sim on guitar. I mean, to be honest, I pretty much enjoy putting it on everything. But yeah, so we'll stack that on the top. So we've got reverb and 404 vinyl sim. That's sounding pretty nice as well. Now let's mix things up a bit. I'm going to do some distortion. And like I mentioned earlier, all these effects that are in the MFX list, these aren't anything to do with the amp simulators. So a bit of distortion, and I'm going to do something a bit crazy. We'll do this KO-DA-MA. So I've got this set up on a quarter timing, 70 feedback, 45 send. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit. Let's see what this sounds like. So that was pretty fun, and for someone like me, I've not got great soloing on a guitar, so that really helps to flesh things out and give me a big sound, even though I'm not really playing anything that's that complicated. And this is one of the things I love about the SP. I mean, it's so versatile, obviously, but it's really great for just giving you inspiration pretty quickly. I mean, that was in itself a kind of idea for a song, a kind of heavy intro. You could imagine some drums and bass coming in on that and moving into something really heavy, or, you know, you could go for something a little bit more experimental and layer a few things over the top of that. So there's a lot of power with this device. It gives you just so many ideas so quickly. What else could we try? Try some distortion and some reverb. Let's try a kind of classic sound. We could try some distortion, and let's put some chorus on the top of it. So let's see what this sounds like. I think it'll be quite a nice lead sound, pretty flat sounding. Really not a lot of space for error with that tone. It's a very flat tone, so maybe if I added some reverb on the top of that, I'd have a bit more breathing space. Maybe I could do that with the 3 and 4 settings. So let's have a look quickly. Let's move this out of the way. Let's just get a reverb going and some compression. So instead of isolator here, we'll get some reverb on. And there's compression as well now. And I'm going to edit that a little bit to add a little bit more reverb. Kind of a Sabbathy vibe to that. So there you go. There's so many ideas you can get with the SP404-MK2 because you've just got access to so many effects. If you're into effects and like playing around with effects, I think an SP is actually a really good addition to the studio. And if you have got a guitar already and you haven't tried this yet, then absolutely jump on, because I think it's just a wealth of inspiration, this device, with beat making and with the guitar as well when you've got it plugged in like this. So that's how some of the things sound directly in, no amp simulators. I think you can still get some really, really great sounds out of it. Guitar nerds may disagree, but for me, just as a very, very amateur player that likes noodling around now and again, I'm more than happy with the sounds that are coming out of this device and coming out of my guitar. The strings have made a massive difference. They sound way, way better. And that F1 oil on the neck as well, it's just made the action so much nicer when I'm playing, so really happy that I did that. And yeah, overall, just giving it a decent clean as well. It just is a nicer thing to touch and hold and play now. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, if there's anything more with the guitar you'd like to see me do, shout out in the comments and I'll add it to the list. Maybe building up a whole song or something like that might be quite fun. I've had a few interesting ideas outside of my videos when I've just been playing around with Ableton and things like that, so maybe that could be another idea. But yeah, throw it in the comments below if you've got any ideas. I'd love to hear them. But apart from that, that's it for this one, guys. Shout out to my members for the monthly support, and hopefully I will see you in another video again very, very soon.